Hi folks, it's Rich here, Amplifier. So, this isn't necessarily a forever amp. Ooh, but this is a Blackstar Silverline Deluxe. This is a 2x12 and they are Celestion V30's. And this is a 100-watt solid state head. So, that's just a little quick browse over it. I'm going to put it back down for a second. So, why have I bought this? Well, as you know, I have a bit of a love for Blackstars, but I couldn't really decide what I wanted right now. But I know that I wanted something that was a bit more all-encompassing than what I currently have. I have actually decided to keep the Harley Benton, despite putting it up for sale and then taking it back off. For the sake of £120 or whatever, it will get second hand. It's too good to sell for that, certainly to stay. So these cab, now Blackstar stuff new, I think is really expensive. Decent as it might be, I still think it's a lot. Anyway, this cab new is $420. This head is $490. And I've also got the 4-position buttons foot switch, which I had built on last time I had one of these, and they're between 75 and 90. So it's near enough £1,000 worth. It's a little bit tatty on the edges. It's been, the guy's gigged it. It's got a few bumps and bruises, but principally everything is fine. And it's just cost me $275. So I also thought, if nothing else, I've got myself a cab now. If I want to try some other heads, and then I can. But the amp itself, like a lot of Blackstars, it's got 6 voicings, 2 clean, 2 crunch and 2 overdrive. A clean, warm and clean bright, a crunch, a super crunch and 2 different overdrives. And it's got a gain and a volume. It's a global EQ, which is what I really wanted as well. Gain, volume, bass, treble and middle. And you've got the ISF, which all the Blackstars have as well. I'll just come over here, you've got a resonance. I'm not too sure what that does really yet, and a presence likewise. I don't know, does that give it more mids and stuff? Not sure, but it's nice to have those two. Then you've got 12 different effects. You've got 4 reverbs, 4 delays, and there's 4 modulations. I'm not sure on this amp what those ones are. I need to have a check, so they're probably different to the ID core. You've got, I'm going to tell you what this is in a second here, the response. Then these banks along here, so you can store 12 presets on the amp and record them, or on the foot switch you can save 128. Quite why you want to do that, I don't know. You've got loads of banks on them. You can use the foot switch, which has also got a tuner on it, but you can use the foot switch as well if you just wanted to switch on and off effects, or if you want to go through patches. You can do some other stuff I think too. But here, this response, this is a valve simulator. So you've got an EL84, a 6V6, an EL34, a KT66, a 6L6, and a KT88. Now I think this Harley Benton has EL34s in it. Oh, sorry, yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, of course, I don't know. Now I did see on the comment section of someone when this was being reviewed by either Elmo or Dave Simpson, I can't remember, describing the different tones of these different valve amps. And I've just had a quick flick through and just remembering from when I had the combo before. They make a big difference to the tone. One guy's very kindly sort of put a description of what each valve sound is like. So I'm going to literally make a little note of that for myself and go, oh, okay, if I want it more, I don't know, martially, is that like a 6L6 maybe? I don't know. So you've got such a lot of choice on here to dial in a tone that you want. Obviously, tempo. So everyone keeps saying it hasn't got an effects loop. Well, it hasn't, but I also noticed on the comments, and Lee Fuge has also said this when he reviewed this amp, you can go into the software and you can reassign the emulator out, is it, and the aux in, something like that. There are 2 on the back. You can reassign those as an effects loop, which would be great. So then you've got effects loop 2. This is an open back cab, by the way. So it's a bit of a do everything kind of an amp. So I am going to plug it into the computer. I mean, the software has got loads of other parameters as it does with the Blackstar stuff. So in addition to all this stuff on the front, it's got noise gates and things. loads of stuff. But I am going to reassign the those two inputs for a foot switch. So yeah, so I just need to get used to it really. But I just thought, you know what, for that money, a bit of a do everything amp. Obviously, when I get the effects loop sorted, I can play my pedals through it because it's obviously got clean. They're okay through my Harley Benton, but the more distorted you get, the more distorted that gets. There's no real headroom on that. And my ID Core 100 is also great for what that does, but it doesn't take pedals well. And this, because it's got two speakers, you can get that really, you know, echoey, wide space that the ID Core 100 can anyway. So I'm not really missing out on anything now, other than it being smaller and more portable. See, my guitar's hanging up there, like, hidden behind the back now. They're not either. Room's going to have a bit of a reconfiguration. So yeah, so like I say, probably not my forever amp, but I thought, well, do you know what? Even if I decide to sell all of that at some point, even if I sold it for £200, you know, even if I lost 75 quid just to get rid of it quick, it's not a big deal, is it? If I bought something that was £600-700 and decided that wasn't for me for whatever the reason, it doesn't need to be one if you're me, then you're going to lose a lot more. So it seemed like a no-brainer, really. So yeah, there we go. And say Dave Simpson, it's probably, I don't know if he's still got his now or not, but he actually bought the head new. So it's a big commitment for Dave. You know, he doesn't earn a huge amount of money doing what he's doing, does he? I know he said he got a B stock or something, but at 490 quid. But you know, they're still paying a lot. So for him to commit to saying, oh, I like this. Yeah, he did say it's not very loud for 100 watts, but someone was talking about the impedance and ohms and getting the right cab. I don't know. So, waffling. What do you think?